Oh, my. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack, young lady.
Sorry.
Who is this?
Dr. Helborn, this is Samantha Everett, Dr. Stiles' new assistant. Sam, this is Dr. Helborn.
Assistant? Really?
Yeah, and who are you?
Well, I'll leave you two to get acquainted. I've got work to do. If that had been himself, my goose would have been cooked. Should never have let you talk me into it. Honestly.
I ask again, who are you?
I could have sworn Mrs. Dalton answered that. My name is Simon Helborn. I'm an old friend of David's. Sounds like you and I have a few things to talk about, Sam.
Are you David's doctor?
No. I offered, but he doesn't want to be treated.
But there's nothing wrong with him, right? Other than the fact that he must have loved his wife very much.
I'd like to show you something. Come here. Sit down on that stool there.
Why?
A brief demonstration. Very good. Now put your hands under the table on your lap. Watch the tabletop.
You're doing the exact same motions on my hand as you're doing on the tabletop.
Just watch.
Ow!
What did you feel?
Nothing, but I just had the impression you were going to smash my hand.
That's the power of association. Because you saw the counter being tapped and stroked, and you felt the identical sensations on your hand, your brain began to link the counter and your hand. We can become associated with anything, an object, a place, or another person. When you become deeply associated with someone and they die, in a way, your brain is saying, "This person is dead. I am this person, so I must be dead too."
And David was that connected with Laura.
David adored Laura. But in his case, the association is compounded by guilt.
Does David feel guilty because he was driving the car the night of the accident?
No. David was thrown from the car. He was perfectly fine. That can be very hard to accept.
Oh, God. He got burnt trying to save Laura?
Do you know that when a fire burns like that, a petrol fire, it's so hot that just getting within 3 feet of it can be like holding your hand in a flame. No sane person can make themselves walk into a fire like that.
But he did, right?
He did everything humanly possible, but to David it will never be enough.
You put a piece of paper in your pocket as you came out of the lab. Find something interesting in there?
Nothing I'm at liberty to discuss.
So what's behind the door?
The door?
That door.
David's private lab.
And you were in there because...
I can see why you get on with him. I'm looking out for a friend, Sam. Speaking of which, have you noticed David acting unusual lately?
You mean he has behavior that isn't unusual? What do you mean by David acting unusual?
For instance, talking to someone who isn't there or seeing things.
David isn't crazy.
No, but he doesn't sleep much, and sleep deprivation can cause hallucinations.
If you're talking about the things happening on campus, they're really happening. I've investigated them myself.
On campus? What things?
What things are you talking about?
I really can't discuss that with you. Confidentiality. So there's nothing you want to tell me?
No, I shouldn't reveal what I've learned as David's assistant.
Very well. Goodbye, Sam.
Sorry, I was going to see you out.
No need. I know the house well. Thank you.
With any luck, Dr. Helborn won't notice that the paper he put in his pocket is missing until he's back at his office. Let's see what it says. Oh my God! David's been seeing Laura in the house. But he's not hallucinating. I saw Laura on the stairs myself. This is worse than I thought. They're doing things in the house too, and making him think it's Laura. That's just sick. I have to find out what's going on. I need to look around Dread Hill House and see if I can find any clues about how these Laura appearances are being done. And by whom? This is where the ghost disappeared. I should look around to see if there's some mechanism hidden around here. There's nothing rigged to these chairs. Nothing. No wires. Nothing. I don't see anything suspicious. Looks like a monk, or Quasimodo post-surgery. I would like to search the bedroom, but David might be in there. I don't want to get caught snooping around. Well, if someone's been rigging the house, they've done a good job of cleaning it out again.
Linkwiller here.
Schnookums, it's me, Shell.
Shelley, I hope you're not cancelling on me tonight. I bought a lovely bottle of champagne.
And it's bridge night for your wife, I know. Actually, I'm calling about class. You know that paper that's due tomorrow? Well, I'm going to be just a few days late. Muffy was sick last night and I was up all hours. It must be this new cat food. You know how sensitive her tummy is.
Shell, you know I can't show favoritism.
Well, if I can't be late, then I'll have to work on the paper tonight. Guess we'll see each other next week then.
Aha! This isn't exactly what I hoped for, but it might come in handy.
Thanks, Schnook. See you tonight.
The tower is directly opposite David's bedroom window. I better check it out. I need to see what's in there. Maybe there's a key around here someplace. Someone put a key under that statue. Everything's dusty in here, except the center of the stairs. Someone's been using them lately. That chair is a little suspicious. Doesn't look dusty at all. can see right into David's bedroom from here. Oh, that makes me so mad! There's something on the glass. It looks like a print, but I can't see it very well. And it didn't cost me a dime. Wow. I'm not sure anyone has ever done anything that nice for me. Jeez, I'm such a friggin' pushover. Is that mine?
None other. Is there a fire this morning?
Some people don't eat when they're upset.
Upset? About what?
Just stressed about classes.
Well, this might cheer you up. The repair shop dropped off your bike this morning. It's out by the garage and running fine.
Really?
Yes, really. You won't mention this morning's activity to himself, I trust?
What morning's activity?
Thank you.
That was the best. Thank you.
Pleasure, Sam.
I can't believe Dr. Stiles had my bike repaired. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Oh, don't read too much into it. Money is one trouble he doesn't have.
Dr. Helborn showed me the list of Laura's appearances, like the time I saw someone at the top of the stairs.
Well, he shouldn't have. It's Dr. Stiles' private business and no one else's. I should never have let him into that room.
But David needs our help.
What he needs is peace and quiet and not to be upset. He'd be fine if people would just leave him be.
But that's the point. Someone is doing these things to David. Someone is faking Laura's presence.
Who would do such a thing? And how could they pretend to be his poor dead wife back from the grave?
It's tricky, all right. But obviously not impossible.
No one is doing this. The best thing we can all do is just not acknowledge it. Leave the poor man alone. Don't bring it up, please, Samantha.
I'm not going to talk to him about it. Not yet, anyway. But David is stronger than you give him credit for, you know. There's such a thing as expecting too much of someone, but there's also such a thing as expecting too little. That's not good for him either.
You don't know what it was like after the accident. You weren't here when they brought him home to this house for the first time with Laura gone. You weren't here to listen to him.
He must have been in a lot of pain, with all the burns.
There, you see? You don't know anything about it.
Do you know that key to the tower? I found it under a rock by the door.
The tower?
Yeah, the older tower, out by the garage.
That old thing. That's an old folly. No one's used it in years and years. Not even when Laura was alive.
The key doesn't look that old.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't mess around in there if I was you. Must be filthy as the devil.
Is that flour? Mind if I borrow a little?
It tastes better when it's in the pie crust, dear.
Ha! You'll be my friend for life if you're making pie. But I need just a pinch for something else.
Oh, take all you want, love.
Aha! It's small. Smaller than mine. It must belong to a female. It could be Helena's.
Enter.
Be tough, Sam.
Yes? What can I do for you?
My name is Sam Everett. I work for Dr. Stiles.
How unfortunate. What do you want with me?
I want you to leave Stiles alone.
Ah, he's about as left alone as any human being can be.
I happen to know that you're still obsessed with him and trying to ruin him with these stunts you're pulling on campus. I'm telling you to lay off. Because if you don't, I'll tell your wife about the affair you're having with Shelley.
What? What are you playing at?
I'm not playing. Try me.
Listen, girl, I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. But you try to blackmail me and I'll have you expelled so fast you'll be on the 10 o'clock train.
Up to you. Your wife will still find out.
If you're talking about the gossip I spread, that was years ago, after the accident. Stiles has dug his own grave, disappearing as he has. You can't put that on me.
Really? Then why is your graduate student involved in Stiles' new experiment? I know exactly what you and Malik are up to.
What?
Malik. In the experiment.
What's this? Young lady, you have 5 seconds to get out of this office before I call campus security.
Harvey Kinderman. It's time I got some straight answers from him. Hey, Harvey.
Oh, look who's here. Miss Hit and Run. Where were you last night? Broomstick breakdown?
I had something I had to do.
Yes, Stiles like that, I can tell you.
What are you doing?
Oh, just wishing I were dead. This 20-page legal brief is due tomorrow. I'd rather poke out my eyes with Madonna's steel bra, but thankfully I'm almost done. I have just enough life force left to finish.
I need something to do that. Hey, does that say 6 o'clock already?
What drugs are you on? It's the middle of the afternoon.
Sorry. My mind is so focused on tonight and the experiment. Speaking of which...
What are you doing? Could you not mess with my paper?
Typo. There's another one.
Sam, please put that down. You're making me sweat. Oh my God, you didn't just do that.
Fun time's over, Kinderman. You know what I can do. I can give you your paper back, but only if you tell me the truth.
Truth? The truth about what? Have you lost your ever-loving mind?
I saw the notes in your room about your new screenplay. Demented scientist, weird experiments. You set this whole thing up just to get material for a film, didn't you?
What? For crying out loud, Sam. Okay, so maybe I did have some ideas in that direction, but it was based on true events, not the other way around.
Don't lie. You're working with someone, aren't you? A magician. That's how you knew I was one, and why you were hanging out near the Black Wand. Someone else is staging the stunts, but you're the inside man.
What are you smoking? Yeah, me and David Blaine were like this. That's me, old espionage Harv. I'm surprised you caught on to me, because I'm such a brilliant freaking spy. Jesus, Everett, you need to get a grip. I've got nothing to do with this, and you'd better have my paper. This had better be a trick. Seriously.
Damn it.
Man, I ought to hate you for that.
Sorry.
Why do you have your panties in such a bunch anyway? Nothing happened last night, right? At the weight room?
I'll see you, Harv.
Nothing happened, right? You know, it doesn't have to be you versus us. We want to like you. I want to like you.
Yeah? Well, making friends is just another one of the luxuries that you can afford, but I can't.
Hello. Give us a minute, will you?
How are you today?
Right as rain. Just wanted to see some ID.
I showed it to you yesterday.
Then it shouldn't be a problem to show it to me again, should it? That's life. It ain't over till it's really absolutely over.
Cheery thought. Here you go.
Miss Helena Bogard. Odd. Let's look you up, shall we?
Did you hear that they caught the person who played that prank in the pool the other night? And the one at the track?
You don't say. Who was it? One of our residents?
No, it was a teacher from Christchurch. Apparently, he's gone a bit bonkers.
What?
Yeah, They caught him running around in his underwear over in the Christchurch fountain, claiming to be Poseidon. I think he teaches Greek history or something.
What's his name? I know a lot of the professors.
Fremantle, Ferdmantle, Dismantle... No, that's not it.
There's a Wintermantle, but I think he teaches at Briars.
That could be it. Do you think? Well, I have to run. I absolutely have to tell my friend about this.
What was I looking up? Ah, Wintermantle.
Helena? Helena? No one's home. There. A letter from St. Edmund Hall. This welcome letter is dated last month, so Helena really did just start here. What's this? A program from 2002 when Helena was in London. Helena was in London in October of 2002. That's close enough to pass by Oxford. I better note that for Styles. Yes, that should be useful. Anyway, I'm sure Helena's got plenty of those. I need to get that box open. I'll have to pick the lock. Oh no, Helena! Addicted to drugs. What a waste. With all that privilege, I just don't get people. I suppose if she needed to support her habits, she might conspire with the illusionist. This definitely puts her back under the microscope. I'd like to get over to the graduate wing today. That might be a way to get there, if I can turn off the alarm. I won't do that while the electrician is watching me, but it looks like this one controls the alarm. Which trick should I use?